Hi, I'm Carolyn Joy Patterson, and when I'm not working as Bishop Scanlon's assistant, I am a volunteer with and a member of the Pennsylvania Immigrant and Refugee Women's Network. PAIRWYN was started about 20 years ago by PAIRWYN, who was a refugee from the Vietnam War who arrived in Fort Indian Town Gap in the mid-1970s with her siblings to make a new life here in Pennsylvania. Over the years, Ho Tang raised her siblings and then her own kids without the benefit of the support of her parents who had to stay behind in Vietnam. And once she felt that everyone was settled in their life in the United States, she looked around and thought she wanted to give something back, both to the community here in Pennsylvania who had helped her so much, but also to give some of her experience and wisdom to other immigrant and refugee women who were living in the area or coming up behind her. And so she began PAIRWYN as a small group of people around the kitchen table trying to figure out what was a good way to build community and to give back to the community that they are now living in. PAIRWYN started, our first events that we did were our diversity lunch, and we still do these 20 years on at the beginning of each December. It's a day of celebration of all our cultures. It provides entertainment and a wonderful free buffet feast of world cuisine for everybody that's in attendance. And it's become a much loved event in the PAIRWYN calendar. At PAIRWYN, we also have monthly story circles where our women get together and we can talk about everything from just everyday stuff to learning something new that will help us go forward. We've learned everything from investing to drumming to last month we learned about laughter yoga, and this month on the schedule is meditation. So we get together and learn and fellowship and network and build community, and it's a wonderful time and a really important thing for our members to have. We have in the past offered several ESL classes as the need and resources have allowed, and helped a lot of women to move to the next level of speaking and understanding English so that they can get that new job or start a college class or other needs that they have. A program that we had for a couple of years, but unfortunately is on hold right now due to funding, is a life coaching, where we provided life coaching for women who were victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking, to take them beyond what the emergency and intense counseling they would have got from professional counselors, to help them move to the next level in some area in their life that would help them to move forward, to build their life and to move beyond the event that had victimized them. Unfortunately, like I said, that is on hold right now. We're waiting funding, but we hope to be able to start that up again. Something that grew out of the life coaching is our global marketplace. We have a lot of women who may not be able to work outside the home, but really want to be able to contribute to the family budget, or to just use their skills to create something and to create something for themselves and their family. So we hold global marketplaces either at PAIRWYN or PAIRWYN events or other events, where women who are artisans or cooks produce their different items and then bring them to sell at our events. And this gives them some income, and it also gives them an opportunity, if they want to learn about building a business, and to some of them step out and start creating their own business if that is their goal. We're very much looking forward to the end of COVID so that we can start up the global marketplaces again, because it's not something that we've been able to do during the pandemic. A program that we have going on now is something which we call our Family Advocacy Project. And currently, the main thing that we're doing from that project is our homework help program, which we had intended at first to be an in-person after-school program, but Harrisburg School District, where we are running this program, is all learning remotely. So we are supporting ESL teachers and counselors at John Harris High School with a group of their freshman students, providing them with homework help, some tutoring, and overall support to help them overcome the language barriers, the understanding barriers, the overall interpretation beyond language barriers that are holding them back in doing their best work in school. Another aspect of the family advocacy program is to help to build a bridge for their parents to be able to better interact with the school and get involved with their kids. We often hear of parents who are so frustrated because they have advanced degrees in their own language, but because of the language barrier, they can't help their kids with some pretty basic homework. They can't go to, or they don't feel comfortable going to parent-teacher conferences to help their kids get ahead because of the language. And sometimes they miss important information from the school and communication and understanding of how our school system works and what happens next in the year, what the standardized testing is, and things like that, as an English speaker, we take for granted, but becomes another everyday struggle for a family who is learning English. So our family advocacy program, beyond the homework help, we want to provide workshops for parents and the kids. We're working on a couple of workshops on helping them learn more about preparing for college and what's involved in getting into American colleges, and also some health workshops on wellness, on understanding the COVID vaccine, those kinds of things. And we're hoping to provide those workshops either in the language that the families are speaking, or provide interpretation to help them understand if it's not in their language. And then for interpretation, we are building a volunteer corps that we would like to have available for accompanying parents to things like parent-teacher conferences or to school meetings or to other meetings, to help them have someone that, other than their own child, have to interpret for them, so that they can build that bridge and start making those connections with the schools and the other areas that their kids are getting ahead, and the parents feel like they can't get involved. We're in the early stages of the homework help and family advocacy program, and we're already really happy with the results that we're seeing and the help that we're able to give to kids so that they can get beyond struggling and failing in subjects and know that they have some support to do their best at school. So I have to say that I'm really proud to be a member of PAIRWYN. It is not only a great sisterhood to be a part of, but I'm so proud of all the things that our PAIRWYN members do. We have people who are getting ahead in education, in medicine, in the arts, in every area of the community that you can imagine, and contributing so much. And dynamic group of women who have a lot to give, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. And I'd also like to thank the many people that I know from churches in this area and other organizations, but specifically for this, especially our Episcopal parishioners who have volunteered or supported PAIRWYN events and programs in different ways. You know, some of our homework help volunteers, some of our ESL volunteers, people who have volunteered at our events, and just given us a lot of support, and we're really thankful for that. And just happy to be a part of this great organization. Thanks very much.